Hi gang, welcome back to my channel. Ida here and back with another video. Today's video is a really hard one. It's a serious matter that is very important for me to talk about, and I think it needs to be talked about. I'm going to be talking about postpartum depression in the Black community, especially in the African community. Let me start by saying it's real and it's okay. As African, we are brought up to never show weakness. For instance, you could see an African person being burned with flame coming out of their mouth, and if you ask him or her how she's doing or how he's doing, with flame coming out of the mouth, she will tell you, I'm good. We are taught to never show weakness. We are taught to always be strong. Taught to always be like, I can do it. I must do it. I cannot fail. There's no way I can fail. This mindset has really impacted us. Let's be real. This mindset is killing our sisters. This mindset will not allow us speak up, will not allow us to accept that, hey, I am failing at this. Let me look for help. This mindset is making us die inside. The idea of not showing weakness has made some women go through postpartum and not even know it was postpartum, and they're still dealing with it. Postpartum is caused by several physical, emotional, and social issues, such as being overly stressed or sleep deprived, which we all know when you become a mom with a newborn baby, you get little to no sleep. Stress could come with your job or family situation. Life situation can cause you to be stressed. Hormones are there playing tricks on you. Your self-image, you just had a baby, your body is not the same anymore. You are probably still in denial of the reality of what your body has gone through and not accepting the fact that you're gonna have some roles, and that's okay. I hope me sharing my experience will reach out to somebody out there that needs help. And if you are watching me now or you're listening to me, go get help. Go talk to somebody. Let's start with, I didn't even know I was going through postpartum. My support gang was strong, trust me, it was. I had my husband, my mom, and my sister and her family. So it was good. It was fun. There was a bunch of cookout. There was a bunch of outing. We did so many fun things. Then I went back to work. Then my mom left. Then it was just my husband and I and my son. And then I started feeling empty. I started feeling like I was a failure. I started feeling like, whoa, so my life will only be about me taking care of this child and taking care of my home? Will there not be anything else for me to do? So I would just work, come take care of my kid, take care of my husband, and that's it. That hit me. My job was very stressful at the time. The job I was working was not a good one. The place I was then wasn't a good one. If you know me, you know I'm a bubbly person. When I'm around you, you will be happy. You will laugh. I'm full of all the time. My friends say that to me all the time. But during that time, I was sad. I can never even say, you can never ask me how you're doing either and I'll tell you I'm sad today or something. No, even when I'm sad, I don't say, well, I'm African, right? I have known the meaning of being sad when I went through depression. There was no joy inside me, none. I was always far in my thought, thinking about things that are not there, thinking about things that I don't know, I shouldn't be worried about. The thing that kept me going, one of the tons of things that kept me going, was that even though I was going through that chaos of emotion, the love I had for my son or the love I had for my child did not change. Like, I will sit sometimes at night, or I'll cry at the times I know nobody will see me, or he will not see my tears, because it was me that was going through something. It has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to me making him see me sad. My husband has never seen me sad. He doesn't even know what I look like when I'm sad. He knows what I look like when I'm pissed and when I'm happy. But sad, he didn't know. So at times he will be like, did I do something to you? We need to talk. What is going on? Because he didn't know how to approach me. And I was the quiet person during that time. I wouldn't say anything to him. He would say hi, I would say hi. I didn't want to interact with him. At a point, him talking to me was getting on my nerves. Like, I didn't like talking to him. I would just be quiet. But then when he would bring my son from daycare, or I'll go pick him up from daycare, I'm the happiest in that moment. My son is sleeping, that's it. I go back to my cocon. Depression sucks, man. Postpartum depression sucks. That emptiness is there. And I think I felt empty because I felt like nobody was taking care of me. I was hoping for somebody to take care of me. And even though my husband was doing everything, getting me gifts, making dinner, or making breakfast in bed, trust me, that didn't change anything. I was far away. I was far, far, far away. Out of nowhere, I can start shouting at him for no reason. I will make him feel like he's the reason why I'm where I am, without him not even knowing where I am. Imagine. That's deep. Having a child is fun. Having a child is the best thing that could happen to any woman. I say that not to be judgmental or anything, but having a child is a good thing. But there needs to be support. And even if you don't have support, find your support. I didn't know how to talk about it or how to tell somebody that I didn't know what I was going through. How can I tell somebody what I'm going through? I didn't know what it was. How can I open my mouth and say, this is how I'm feeling? What is making you feel that way? I don't know. What is making you feel empty? I don't know. What is making you feel sad? I'm here 24/7 with you. And with that, my husband is in the military, so he travels sometimes. I'm alone with my son, like sometimes 5 days, sometimes 10 days. It varies. But during that time, because I'm always with my son, I will be okay. The times I were the most sad or the most stressed or the most depressed were when I'm at work, because I was unhappy with my job. When I'm at home by myself, even with hubby being around or not, when I'm alone, I avoided going around my friends or anybody. I didn't tell anybody until one day my husband came back from one of his trips. He came home. I was just sitting down waiting for him to come up. And when he came, the way I say welcome wasn't the way I usually do. He didn't take it well. But he didn't say anything either. He went upstairs. Then it just dawned on me that I just had to say something. He might not be able to help me, but we'll probably find a solution if we put our heads together. I went up. Somehow, by the time I opened my mouth to say, I don't know what's going on with me, tears were running down my cheeks. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't think I'm well. He looked up. He was sad. I could tell he was sad because he came home from a long trip and I wasn't excited to see him. He turned around, and he said, what can I do to help? How can I help you? Those two questions changed the narratives for me. I didn't know what to say or how to tell him what was wrong with me, but I told him how I was feeling. I told him my emotion. I told him how I feel. I told him I'm sad. I told him I don't know why I'm sad. I told him I feel empty. I don't know why I'm empty. I told him I'm not happy, which I know I should be happy because I wanted a child. I wanted to be married. I'm married to the best man in the world. I have the best kids in the world. Yet I'm not happy. I'm sad. I feel like I'm not fulfilled. I could tell it from his look that he was devastated, but he kept it so that I don't feel worse than how I was feeling, because you didn't want to see me in that moment. I was crying like a baby because I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know what it was. True, when you go to the hospital, they ask you, are you feeling depressed? Are you going through postpartum depression? But what is it? What does it feel like? What is it? What is postpartum depression? I read about it. They tell you, oh, you have feelings like you want to kill your child or you want to... No, it's not always that way. It varies. I didn't feel like killing my child. I just felt empty. I felt like I was useless to my child. I felt like if I was in my child's life, he will be the saddest kid ever. I felt like I'm not worth it. I didn't feel like killing my child. I just felt empty just because in my head, I had stuff happening. But from the day I opened up and told my husband, this has been going on in my head, this is how I'm feeling, and I'm tired, I don't want to feel that way anymore, I was relieved. Not that it left, I started feeling good or anything, but it was much better. I opened up and I said it. I opened up my mouth and I said what was happening. And with that, I was conscious about the things that were happening about me, and I was conscious about what my mind was going through. After we did a lot of research, man, support, man, you need support. Your partner has to be in tune with you, because he did most of the research. And he was, oh my God, so understanding, so open to come for me to come and say anything I want to say. So open to ask me, how was your day today? So open for me to start explaining nonsense stuff to him, and he will listen. He'll listen. And because I knew I could talk to somebody, I was talking. I started talking. I started venting myself to him. When something wasn't making me feel good, and I knew it wasn't supposed to make me feel good, I fought it myself. I fought it because I wanted to be happy. I wanted to find my old self back. Even if my body is not going to be like the way I was before, at least my spirit, my demeanor, everything about Ida should be Ida. Let's not change that. I want to be that little young girl I was. And yes, I have to fight to get her back. I wanted to, and I did. When I started getting better, when did it start getting better? It started getting better when I decided to fight for myself. It started getting better when I decided that my child needed me in his life. So does my husband. And my marriage needs to hold. That's when it started getting better. It started getting better because I wanted me back. My husband asked me if I wanted for us to go talk to somebody. I said no. We will talk and he will help me. Then we started talking. Even when he will travel, we'll talk more sometimes. And when he sees my calls, even if he's in a meeting, he will answer and tell me he will call me back. Because he knew then that I needed him more than anything. And he was there. If I didn't have him, I would have probably went to the hospital or talked to a doctor and realized that, okay, this is what you're going through and this is what it is. This is how we're going to go about it. I think one of the reasons why I did not want to believe that I was going through depression was because the African in me, I have seen people have babies. I started questioning the fact that I don't think my mom went through depression. My sister has kids. I don't think I've seen her go through depression. Why me? I must be weak. I'll be able to be a woman or embrace womanhood with all that it comes with. And that's what I told my husband. He was like, no, you are not weak. The fact that you did not see somebody go through it doesn't mean they didn't go through it. The fact that people don't talk about it doesn't mean people are not going through it. Depression is real. And it's okay. Don't sit by yourself and deal with it. Find help. Find support. Talk about it. Cry. Do anything you want, but find somebody to talk with. It's very important. And I think that's why our mothers or African people, we don't really see it. If you're living in Africa, I would say most of my cousins or sisters, most of them that had kids before I left Africa, I've never seen them be depressed. Sister had kids here in the US. I don't know if she was depressed. She never told me she was. So why was I? You know? Find someone to talk to. I used to cry. I cried a lot. I cried because I didn't know what was going on. I will hide and cry. I will hide and cry because I was trying to fight it and I was fighting it the wrong way. Because I kept thinking that my life is over. That's it. I can't do anything for myself. No. I am born again. Since my child is born, I'm born again. I'm a new human. I'm not a girl anymore. I'm a mom. It's a transition. It's not going to happen overnight. Get you a good support. I was ashamed of being depressed. That's the African in me again. I was ashamed of not being able to accept the fact that I'm a mother, or I should take care of my home, or I should be the one in charge of the home. I was ashamed of not being able to be the responsible one. The solution. Then I started knowing what was I before having a child. What did I like to do? What did I find joy in doing? I found joy taking care of me, doing me, having my hair done, having my nails done, going shopping, going for a walk, hanging out with my friends, going out for a drink, going to the restaurant and eat, going for a bunch of stuff. I started writing what made me happy, what used to make me happy. And guess what? I started doing them one by one. I've made so many new friends that with my second child, I don't even know what postpartum depression is. My child is 10 months old and I'm the happiest. No bad emotion, no guilt, nothing. Because I have a good group of friends. Nationally, 1 woman out of 7 deals with postpartum depression. And it's more common in the Black community. So if you're pregnant now, if you just had a child and you're going through postpartum depression, you're not the only one. There are millions of women that go through it. You are not the only one. But don't sit and be miserable. Don't be hopeless. Go and get help. Go and talk to somebody. If you're single, make sure you mention it to your pediatrician when you go to the hospital. They have support. They will refer you to somebody. Go talk to somebody. You are not alone. Go get help. Go get you friends like I have. Go get you friends that when they are with you, they make sure they are making you laugh. Make sure you're able to open up to your husband and you both can talk about it. Don't be ashamed. It's okay. If you stayed till the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed this content. And I hope I'm able to touch somebody out there to not give up. It's hard. It's okay. And you will overcome it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.